connection whenever y'all,
All right, word.
This is my first interview, so
Okay.
bear with me. And what I'm doing is pretty much a study on performance,
Okay.
stage performance, and I just kind of want to get a feel of how the artist, their experience on stage, and the audience, but I got to get those later. So, first of all, what does performing mean to you?
It means everything, man. There's nothing in the world like, the beautiful thing about performing, it's not like making music when you create something, and it's dear to your heart, and you're excited about it, and it makes you feel some kind of way, and, you release it to the masses. You can always go online and see what people say, and at one point you couldn't do that, you know what I mean? That's a new thing. That's our era, so you can go online, see what people say, see people's perspectives, their reviews, this, that, and the third, but there's nothing in the world like seeing someone's expression when they hear it for the first time, like, oh, wow, you know what I'm saying? Or, it's a different kind of connection, it's a different kind of emotion. It's instant gratification for something that you created, that you feel like, you really, people's opinion matter to you to a degree, you know what I'm saying? But not like as much as people would think, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what means, a lot to you, what matters most to you. So, yeah, I think it's so beautiful because you can actually instantly see how they feel,
How does it actually feel to be on stage? Like, as a performer, do you feel as though you are bigger than your audience? Because, there's like this new wave of enlightened rappers who feel like they're gods and things like that, but they've been there forever, but do you feel like that on stage?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Honestly, I like to come to my audience as an equal, like in every aspect, from me doing this photo shoot just now to, like, no matter how much money I have, probably it's a strong chance I'm not going to do a photo shoot with a car, like, expensive car, or, like, I just really like the perspective of being, I don't want to alienate my audience, you know what I'm saying? You alienate the individuals you want to touch, they can't see things from your perspective, you know what I'm saying? You got rappers like Jay-Z, who I'm a big fan of, you know what I'm saying? But after a certain time, it's kind of hard to see things from the perspective that Jay-Z sees things, because it's like, I wanna agree with you or this, that, and the third, but I can't. I don't know what that life is like. And I think what's even worse is when you alienate an audience, a younger audience, they feel obligated to have what you want, you know what I'm saying? And that pushes them to do anything for it, rob a bank, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to blame everything on rappers, because rappers is not the problem. It's parenting and, the way people are brought up and this, that, and the third. But, yeah, I feel like alienating the audience is something you don't want to do.
And speaking of Jay-Z, did you see the Picasso Baby special?
Yeah, it was cool. It was so dope, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Do you feel as though there's an art to your performance?
Definitely. I feel like everything is a craft, I feel like showmanship is very much so an art. It's almost like alchemy. You know alchemy? Yeah, it's almost like it's a magic to it. It's something that you can't. I feel like you have to be born with it, honestly. And some people tell you different, or feel like you have to practice and this, that, and the third. I think some things you just got to be born with. Being able to sing and
I'm making sure it's still recording.
Yeah, it's all good. And other things along those lines. So I feel like, yeah, it's definitely an art to it. And it's something that you hone and you practice. And what you do is you pay attention to your flaws and your faults and what you aren't good at. And I feel like you work on those first and foremost, and just continue to have that energy back and forth between you and the crowd. That's everything, When you tell a crowd to put their hands up and everybody puts their hands up, it changes everything. Like, when a few of them put their hands up, then you got to have the inner confidence. Like, okay, I don't care if everybody, I'm still going to impress them tonight. I'm still going to tell them. But when they all do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I performed for 7,000 people once.
Yeah.
And I told everyone to put their hands up, and everybody put their hands up. It was an outside festival kind of thing, to the point I couldn't even see the streets behind them because everybody's hands was up. And I'm like, that energy, like, it's almost like it comes from every single person. You can really feel it. Like.
So, speaking of the crowd, the difference between, like, a big stadium versus a smaller, more intimate performance, does your performance change between the two?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like in an intimate setting, which I have done numerous occasions, especially coming up, 10, 15, 20, 50 people, you know what I'm saying? I think you're not as loud. I think you move around, but not as much. In an intimate setting, I talk to people a lot, like the people, you know what I'm saying?
I remember seeing you was a couple months ago, maybe summer last year, down in under the bridge in Greensboro.
In Greensboro, yeah. A lot of times, see, that was a little bit more than like a small amount.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot, but it was a little bit more than a small amount. So that's in a small amount, I would have been like, I would have talked to a person like, yo, I like your shoes, I like your shirt. Like directly connected to the audience. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody sing the words, you say, oh man, that's dope. You know, and sometimes I give people the microphone, let them finish if they know it. Like, you know, you could do that with a smaller crowd. You can't do that with a bigger audience. You know what I'm saying? So.
And how is it performing with your peers? Like having them come out for like surprise performances, or even bringing you out on stage?
Yo, it's funny because it's like when you got your own show and you have a lot going on, you got your own set. A lot of times you set 25, 35 minutes, whatever. That's a long time, man. Like it doesn't sound long at all, but it's an eternity on stage.
Yeah.
You know. And you got to be prepared. You got to be mentally focused. You have to have eaten right that morning. You know, you got to be ready. But when somebody wants you to come out on their set, man, you chilling, you in the back having conversations, whatever this, that, and the third. You still focused. This is what you do. But it's not like, I don't know, you feed off the energy that was already created before you got on stage. You know what I'm saying? It's like if J. Cole is performing and he bring out Kendrick Lamar going to come out chilling, having fun, just jumping around. I mean, the energy was already there before he got there, but when it's just you have to create that energy, you know. So I think coming out on stage feels like that. And when I bring somebody else out, I haven't really done that many times. But I feel like bringing somebody else out would just be the reverse. It would be I had to work hard to, it's like a break. I've done it before. It's like a break. It's like you get the opportunity to just kind of chill and enjoy somebody else's music in the middle of your set. Yeah.
And why do you think performance, or your performance in general, is important to the listener?
Your performance corroborates your whole entity as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Your performance is everything. If you can't perform, it's like I told you, they can't get that first-hand emotion. They can't really reach inside you and say, man, I saw him cry that one time when he was on stage. I saw him yell when he got angry. You know, like it's nothing like being in front of a person and actually witnessing their emotions firsthand. Like that changes everything. You can watch it on video, you can hear it in the song. It's never gonna be like being right there. You know what I'm saying? A rapper can forget a line, and that creates a moment between you and that rapper. Like he performed everywhere across the country, but in San Antonio, Texas, he forgot a line. I was there. You know what I'm saying? And I get to say that, like, yo, he forgot. I mean, it's not really like a good thing, but it's something that happened unique to you in your situation. Like every single show is gonna be different, you know. So if you're a big fan, it's gonna mean a lot to you. You know what I mean? So I think not being able to have a live show is it's a fallacy. You have to have a live show. Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
No problem.
That's awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, that was dope, man. Different questions. I like that.
No problem. Thank you. So I just hit the pause button.